Morning guys, welcome to the Betfair Training Community live videos. I've done this for 30 days now. So if you don't know me, my name is Ryan Carruthers. I'm the Betfair Training Community, where we help traders go further, faster with our trading software. I am freezing cold this morning. The clock's changed, it's got freezing. This office is Baltic. I am actually potentially going to be moving away from this office. I do quite like being in an office, away from my using a room at home as well, just because I can have a really cool setup. I've got really quick Wi-Fi anyway. I don't have Virgin in my area at home, and as well it does feel quite nice. Being able to go to an office and be able to trade from. So today is the last day of these videos. Don't panic though, I am going to keep going with something like this because I've really liked it. I've really liked the engagement as well with you guys. So it's been great to see you guys really getting involved, you guys sending me messages, sending me emails and saying, look, this is that, please can you help us, we've got this, we love this, we don't like that so much. And that's been great for me, and I've really enjoyed that. I'm really looking forward to keeping that going, and also probably doing a different bit of a plan for BTC as soon as my laptop gets back, which will incorporate more video, which will be good. Did everybody have a good weekend? The NFL was back in Wembley. I didn't go to this game. I only went to the one game this year. Went to the Seattle Seahawks game versus the Raiders. And definitely watched Seattle yesterday. It was amazing. They are really, coming good, to be honest. Really starting to see some good bits and bobs. Does anyone like the NFL? I won't rabble on about it anyway because I'm not sure if you guys do. I have been in the forum this morning. I'm a little bit later than usual. So I've caught up with everything in the forum, which is great. I'm freezing in here. Just catching up on everything else, seeing what else is happening. So it is freezing. Well, football today. Let's have a little look through what we can find. I think I've got one already. I want to just check. Okay. Gylfi. No. So I'm going to look. I'm going to start today with the Jon Coppings game. If it's not disappeared. So on this game, we have a 40% chance of 0-0 at half time, 5% 1-0, and 0-1. So the away team going up is 25%. Let's drop them down. 0-0 at full time is 5%, and the 0-1 is 0%. So it looks quite good. We have an average second half goals of 1.85. Overs and unders. Now this is the kicker for me here though. We've got a head-to-head of 71% over 0.5 in the second half. So 70% chance of a goal. Yeah, it's still, it's still pretty decent. Still pretty good. It's one I'm definitely going to monitor. Goal times averages. Average goals in the game, 2.85. Quite nice. Most of the goals coming in the second half. Just check the sequences out. Scored versus conceded. Home away. Percentages. Just looking through. So by the home team, by full time, score 90% of the time. and by full time the away team score 80% of the time. So it's looking pretty good. So that's going to be the one that I'm going to check out. To be honest, guys, I'm going to keep my eye on that one today. Can't even use my hands because I've ever been so cold in this bloody place. Winter is definitely here. Sudden. So the game today that I'm going to look at is in Sweden. It's in the Superettan and it kicks off at 6 p.m. And it is Jönköpings versus Gais. And if that's 0-0, so we're looking at half time, 0-0 or 0-1 our time, then I'm going to look to do an LCS, an LTD, or I might even do a drip back. So when I drip back, something that the members have been chatting about, we find the next overs market. So if it's 0-0, it's 0.5, and if it's 1-0, it's a 1.5 market. One thing we're just going to touch on, a couple of questions have come through about why I look at the stats that I look at and how I connect the dots effectively. So I'm just going to touch on that briefly, and I'll just talk through it as I go. So to start with, I've got the 0-0 percentage. So we've got quite a high 0-0 percentage at half time. So the stats are telling us that there's a high percentage chance that it's going to be 0-0 at half time. So automatically I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to be involved in the first half, but the second half is potentially where I'm going to want to be involved, because this has narrowed down my focus to games that are going to be low scoring, like 0-0 first half. That's exactly where I'm now thinking. So I'm thinking, okay, second half. So then to narrow that down even further, I want to check the drop from the 0-0 at half time to the 0-0 at full time. And if that drop's big, 20% or more, then that's a criteria for me. That matches a criteria. That's a filter that I've created in BTC software. And I'm thinking that because, okay, we've got a big drop now from half time to full time. So it looks like there's goals in that. So I can take advantage of that and I can do a lay the draw or a lay of the current score or even a drip back on that. So hopefully that helps and that clears up exactly why I'm thinking of that. And then the next layer is that I'm checking the average second half goals, because for that to happen, so for my trade to be a winner, what has to happen? This is a question that I go back to with everything. My initial hypothesis about something, what has to happen for that to come true? And then I note all of those things down and then I go and find the answers to them. So there has to be goals. There's got to be goals. So then the next thing we check is the average second half goals. So we get that. And then we go into the overs and unders percentages, so that we can see that overall 85% of these games have goals in the second half. Well, yeah, 80%. So that's a nice stat for me. Just change that one, 85%, sorry. And then head to head, 71%. They have a goal in the second half between these two teams. So right now I've got a stat telling me that there's a high percent chance it's going to be 0-0 at half time. So if it is 0-0 at half time, it's hit the criteria, it's on the shortlist. And then we've got a massive drop from the half-time score to the full-time score. And then we've also got a high chance of a goal in that second half. So in my mind, I'm now going, okay, let's get this in play, let's monitor it, and then let's go forward. And when it looks like it's heating up, let's get involved. So that is my thinking around that one, guys. Freezing. I know, I'm so cold in this office. So that's that there today, guys. I will also probably be keeping my eye on the game in Denmark, the Brøndby game that kicks off at 6 p.m. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Just because if I look at that one, there's a very high 3.5 goals on average, which is quite nice. Half time, we've got sort of 15, 25, 15, and then we've got 5, 5, and 0. So that was 0-0, 1-0, 0-1. So quite a nice drop. Just one I'm just going to keep my eye on, just because I love trading in that league, and the stats look quite good. I'm just going to make a note of that. So I'll only be getting involved in that. It's sort of 0-0, 1-0 and 0-1. I'll be checking that one out. Again, it's got to go in play. So guys, that's pretty much the 30 days done. So 30 days, these videos where you painfully, well, I hope it's not been painful for you, but you painfully got involved and listened to me rabbiting on about whatever. Hopefully you've learned something. I'd be very interested to know the one thing that you've picked up, you've got from these videos. You can put it on as a message here. You can email me, info@Betfair Trading Community. You can tweet me, Betfair@TC. Took me 30 days to get that right. That would be phenomenal. Just tell me like one thing that you've learned or one thing that's helped you guys. And yeah, I will do a roundup video anyway and have a chat about what I've learned from it. Probably do that tomorrow. Might even do that as a live video. And I will definitely be back with more live videos, guys. It might just take a couple of days for me to plan out a potential show. I've got a couple of ideas, but I just want to try and verify them and think about them a bit more. Does anybody have any questions before I go today? Do you want to see more of these? I will be diving into the community in a moment. I've got some... I'll also, if you are a member of the community, please get your October Q&As in, and then I can do a video. I can then do a video answering all of them, and then that will be put into the forum in a couple of days' time. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day trading, and I will be back soon. Thank you for watching these, for sharing these. It's been an absolute honour, and I'm looking forward to doing some more of them. So I will see you in the very near future. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Oh, just got the end of it, so we'll watch it later. Thank you for your free advice. No worries, Tony. I am just about to leave, so I will see you all soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.